Guys, welcome back to my channel. Does anybody still dab again? Like, I've stopped seeing people dabbing. Welcome back. Anyway, welcome back to my channel. My name is Adeze. I'm a mommy blogger from Port Harcourt, Nigeria. I have two lovely kids, Cora and Ava, and if you've been on my channel before, I'm sure you know them because they are regular guests on this channel. But if you're new here, you're welcome. My name is Adeze, like I said, and I'm glad to have you guys on my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video, but please go one step further and click the subscribe button and join this family. And yeah, and if you're an old subscriber, if you're a returning subscriber, thank you. Welcome back. Anyway, so I don't know, I'm just hyper. Why am I hyper? So today's topic, I want to discuss something I've been thinking about for a while. By a while, I mean like in recent months anyway. But I was just going through, the first 6 months of the year is already over. So I was just going through like some of the things I said I was going to do this year, and you know, trying to make plans and trying to sort myself out. And he said, I was like, girl, you really changed. Like, a lot of things that I'm seeing myself do now, a lot of things in my life have changed since I had kids. Since I got married, actually, a lot of things changed, but since I started having kids, like a lot of changes. So I just want to say some of the ways that motherhood has changed me, and if you guys can relate, please leave a comment down below and tell me how it has also changed you, and if you agree with me or if you understand my point. And yeah, also tell me ways that motherhood has changed you, that if I don't mention them. Yeah, let's just jump right into this video. Okay. I think it's these colors that I'm wearing that is making me very happy. You guys have had this top since 2014 and I'm still wearing it. I think my clothes grow with me sometimes. Okay, so I'm not going to talk about the physical ways motherhood has changed me because I don't want to cry. Okay, I don't want to cry. Not really, anyway, it's not that serious. But I don't talk about the physical ways because the physical ways are evident. Like, anybody that knows me or knew me before can see that I've changed physically. Stretch marks, bigger tummy. So yeah, all those things are normal. But I'll talk about the other ways motherhood has changed me. Now, the first way, or one of the first things that motherhood made me realize was my mom is a superwoman. Like, my mom really tried. Like, mommy, if you're watching this if you're watching this video, just know that I appreciate, I'm sure you know, sir, but I appreciate you a lot more than I ever did, you know, because now that I have my own children, I'm like, this woman really tried for us. So me, just 2, and sometimes it's as if smoke is coming out of my head. But my mom had 4 with so many challenges, so many issues, and still she managed to raise us right. So I appreciate my mom so much. I forgive my mom, whatever it is I was thinking, oh, she should have done this, she should have done that. And I'm going to say this to other people out there. Many of you are holding grudges against your parents, especially if you don't have kids. You start holding grudges against your parents. See, by the time you start having kids, you understand why they did some things they did. Yes, they weren't perfect, but many of them were doing the best they could with what they had, and many of them were doing what they thought was good. They weren't doing it out of hatred or with malicious intentions. A lot of them were doing it out of love because they wanted you to be better, they wanted you to come out better, they wanted you to do better. So yeah, I forgive my parents, I forgive my mom, and I really appreciate my mom. Okay, now number 2 way, which is kind of physical, but yeah, sleep. What is sleep? I keep telling people, and people will be laughing when I say it, but as far as I'm concerned, I've not slept for the past 4 years. I got pregnant with Cora, who is my first. I started having sleepless nights from I think 5 months. Yeah, I started having insomnia. I'll be awake all night, you know, sleep during the day. Sometimes I can't sleep during the day too, so at night I'll be struggling, or I'll just sleep a few hours and I'll wake up. If I had known what was coming for me, I would have forced myself to sleep. So since I gave birth to Cora didn't really sleep well. She wasn't really sleeping well. Me, I personally used to love sleep. I used to love to sleep a lot. Like, I was that person. My parents used to say then that while everybody is talking, gisting, I'll just stand up and leave, like quietly, I go and leave and go and sleep. You know, I used to take naps. I love to sleep. I just sleep on my own. I mean, I just stay on my own sleep and I'm happy, you know. But since I started having kids, sometimes I'm awake at night, and during the day I don't have time to sleep because I have so many things to achieve. You know, if I'm not taking care of the children, I have other things to do, and so I stopped sleeping during the day completely. Like, I can count how many times I've slept during the day since I started having kids, and I can count. Do you know, since I started having kids, I think it's only 2 or 3 times that I've slept all night, as in all night. And those 2 or 3 times I slept all night, I had to go to a different room in the house to sleep. As I just told my husband that, you see, this night, like, I can't take it anymore. So I just left him with the kids, or left our bed and went to my another room and put off the light and slept. Only like 2 or 3 times since I started having kids. So yeah, sleep is one way motherhood has changed me. One thing I learned after having kids is that my intuition is valid. Like, I've always known that I have a very strong intuition, right? I always I'm kind of person that I read people easily. Like, I kind of perceive things before they happen, stuff like that. Anyway, nothing extremely extraordinary, but yeah, I know I have a very strong intuition. But since I started having kids, that intuition has heightened, like, in so many ways, especially concerning my kids. Like, if I tell you that Cora is not feeling well, you better believe that Cora is not feeling well, no matter how she's jumping and laughing and crying or whatever she's doing. If I tell you that this child, there's something off with this child, you best believe that there's something off with this child. Do you understand? So right now, I want to tell mothers too, I believe that mothers, God gave it to mothers, parents anyway, but especially mothers, so that you can take care of your kids very well. If something is not right in your spirit, if you're not okay with a certain thing, don't allow it. As in, for me, is as serious as in hospital. A doctor can tell me this. If I feel strongly that it is not this, I will tell him, doctor, look at what I feel is wrong with this child. There was a time that Cora had ear infection, and before she had this ear infection, I kept having this feeling that Cora had a throat infection, you know. But we went to hospital 3 times and they didn't see anything that was wrong with her. They didn't, you know, they just felt, oh, it's normal cold catarrh. But me, I knew that there was something more. I even said it to the doctor. He checked her ear, checked her throat, and said, oh, there's nothing really wrong with her. What happened? A few days later, she started bringing out discharge from her ear. When we got to the hospital, I met a different doctor this time. The doctor now said that the ear infection that she had was actually because she had a throat infection that went unnoticed. Okay, so that one really pained me because I knew it in my spirit that this thing is a throat infection. But trust hospitals now. Helicopter be aeroplane. Sure, you want to come and open your own YouTube channel, eh? So it's really paining. I really felt bad because I knew that this was a throat infection. But in the hospital, they kept telling us, no, it's not. They'll give us a vitamin C and a cough syrup. Anyway, so yeah, your intuition is valid, moms. Any mom out there, if you feel something is not right with your child, if you feel your child needs to go to the hospital, if you feel your child is not developing properly, now try and educate yourself also, so that you won't start thinking everything is wrong with your child, right? Yeah, because some things that sometimes mothers, we exaggerate some things sometimes. I won't lie, yes, we actually exaggerate some things sometimes. But if you still have this, even after you've sought a first and second opinion, and you still feel that maybe your child is not developing properly or there's something wrong with your child, please keep searching for solution until you find it. Okay, don't give up. Okay, another way motherhood has changed me is that I am so emotional now. After I started having kids, I started becoming emotional. I started crying for some things that on a normal day I'm like, why am I crying? So when I see images, maybe I just come on an image of a child that is suffering, or or anything, or even worse, I feel so bad because I don't know, for some reason when I see a child, I see my children's faces in those children. So anything happening to those children feels to me like it's happening to my kids, So yeah, I've definitely become more emotional and become more vicious. So if I see anything happening to a child, like I can become an attack dog. Like I can become in fact something else when it affects kids. Children can make you incredibly proud and incredibly insecure. Like, how do they do that? Yes, this thing that they say to everybody their child is the most intelligent. Yes, it's true. It's true. Almost all parents, most parents, or a lot of parents feel like their children are the most intelligent, so your child is a genius. I'm sorry to break it to you, but other parents too feel the same way about their own children. Okay, Well, except me, in my own case, my children are geniuses, whether people like it or not, whether people agree with it or not. My children are exceptional, okay? They are very intelligent, very exceptional. So my own is different. But every other mom out there and every other parent out there, your children are normal, please. People stop exaggerating it. Anyway, I'm just joking. But seriously, children will make you so proud. Like, they will make you so proud. When they do some things, you're like, oh my god, I have the best kids in the world. I'm trying as a mom, you know, I'm a good mom, I'm a good parent. And then on the other hand, you do another thing and you're like, hey, I hope I'm not failing as a parent. What am I doing wrong? Why did my child do this? Am I treating them right? Am I disciplining them right? Am I taking care of them right? Why is my child always falling sick? Like, at the same time, like, they make you so proud and they make you insecure at the same time. So it's a very funny phenomenon. The next stage is harder. When you have a baby, they'll tell you, don't worry, the baby stage is the hardest the baby stage is the hardest stage. Once they start moving around and become toddlers, you'll be okay. Nope. For me, the baby stage is actually the simplest. When they just give birth and all they're doing is eat, sleep, poo, eat, sleep, cry, poo. That's actually the simplest stage. When they start crawling, that's another. When they start walking, all right. When they start talking, okay. When they start going to school, okay. And what I've learned even from my mom is, no matter how old your kids get, you will still worry about them. That is just the truth of the matter. No matter how old they are, and different stages come with different worries. Right now, Cora is talking, Cora is walking, she's beginning to interact with people, she's beginning to have a personality, like a distinct personality. I'm beginning to see her personality. I'm beginning to see the kind of child she is, and it comes with its own worries. I'm always worried about people out there, about her association with people. I don't want her to get too close to people, but I don't want her to be antisocial, you know. I don't want anything bad to happen to my child. I try to keep them away. I try to protect them as much as I can, but at the same time I cannot protect them totally. So to me, the next stage is always harder. Now, many of us have small young children now. We're like, oh, I can't wait for my children to grow. I can't wait for my children to grow. I can't wait for my children to grow so I can have my own life, so that I can go on vacations and leave them. When they become young adults, when they become teenagers, when they become teens, don't you know that the struggle is even more? Because by that time they don't have a mind of their own. They can now go out on their own. They can now do things on their own. So to me, the next stage is always harder. So just be prepared, be prayerful, you know, ask questions, read up, and you know, follow your intuition, and also communicate with your children so that they know what is expected of them and they can act accordingly, because they will always default. But yeah, at least make sure that you instill the right values. And also, there is no manual to having kids, right? That's one thing that motherhood has taught me. There is no manual to having kids. The way your first child acts, the way your first pregnancy goes, the way everything goes with your first child might be the complete opposite with your second child. The way you train your first child might not be the way you train your second child. Eva stopped taking bottle early. Eva stopped waking up at night early. Although she still wakes up at night, but she stopped waking up at night to eat early. So many things that Eva is doing now that Cora did not do. And so many things that Cora did, like I said in my last video, since Cora has been a child, I can just put cartoon for her or interesting shows for her, and the child will sit down and watch and be happy. But Eva never, for one day, Eva never sat down to watch cartoon. Like, the moment I'm leaving the parlor, she's following me. It's just recently that she got into watching Emma. That's why I can keep her in the place and she will stay there. But on a normal day, Eva does not watch cartoons or television or whatever. When they are playing the theme song of a cartoon or something, she might stop for 2 or 3 minutes and just dance and sing along. But after that's it, she's gone. While Cora will sit and watch from beginning to the end. So there's really no manual for having kids. There's this saying that before I had children, I had 6 theories on how to raise kids. Now that I have 6 kids, I have no theories, right? So that's just the way life is. So just go with the flow and try to do your best. Like I keep saying, a good mom, a good parent is the one that tries his or her best. Finish. It's not about I give my kids broccoli and spinach for breakfast, and I give them smoothies for lunch, and I give them a steak and this thing for dinner. it's not about that one. It's about you are doing the best with what you have, you know, for that child. For me, that's just it. Children can actually make you so happy. Oh my god, their little hugs make everything better. There are sometimes that I'll feel sad, or I'm just, you know, going through a lot, and Cora will come and say, "Mommy, are you okay? I love you, mommy," and she will hug me, and I'm like, ah. When you see their faces, there are times that I see my children's faces and I'm like, is this my child? You know, there's something that Cora will just say and I'm like, is this my child? There's something that Eva will do and I'm like, did I give birth to this girl? Like, when did I, like, who are these children and what are they doing with me? So yes, their little hugs make the world a better place. Never say never. Do you understand me? Never say never. If you don't have kids, or maybe you have one child or you have 2 kids, never say, if I had 3 kids, I will not do what more than 3 kids will do. Never say, or if you don't have it, I never say, when I have kids, my own children will be different, or my own children, I will not treat my own children here. Now, yes, there are some things that I know I will never do, right? There are some things that instinctively you know that you will never do this thing. But at the same time, keep an open mind, because I remember before I had Cora, while I was still pregnant for Cora, I used to spend all day and night on Baby Center and Pinterest. Oh my days, I used to be on them 247. Baby Center, I was scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. I was on so many forums. I was always talking with so many moms, especially Oyibo moms. I was talking with so many moms. I don't know who I was thinking I was. In my mind, I was like some kind of, you know, I was on so many forums. I was always on Pinterest. I always thought to myself, this is how my baby's rooms are going to look. This is how I'm going to raise my kids. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. One of them that stands out to me, and sometimes when I look at myself now, I'm like, now maybe this. I always said to myself that, one, I will never give my children junk. Like when I see parents that a child is crying and they'll call the child and give the child sweet and biscuits, in my mind I'm like, hey God, though. In my mind anyway, I don't do it outwardly. In my mind I'm like, why is this parent giving their child sweets? Don't they know that sweets can cause hyperactivity? Don't they know that it can spoil their gums? It can make them sugar dependent. I'm not gonna do this for the child. I was feeling like one health expert. When I had Cora, and okay, to be frank, I tried my best to. For the first year of Cora's life, I stuck to, you know, Cora did not start taking sweets until after, I think she was almost 2, when she started taking sweets and, you know, biscuits and stuff. It's not like people will not give her. People will try to give her, but I'll either refuse. And somehow Cora also got used to not taking those things. So even now, she's not really a fan of like junk food. Yeah. She's not even a fan of food generally, so I can't even use her own to judge. So I remember then, I stuck to my guns for a very long time, until my dear, when I started going to school. In fact, first of all, it was the school that told me that I need to put snacks in this girl's bag, because when her mates are eating, she will just be looking, you know. And it's not like she really wanted those things, but at the same time, I just felt, let me not make my child feel deprived. Like when her mates are bringing out cookies and juice, I'll not be giving her apple. That was how I felt. Although, even though now I have dialed it back a bit, like I don't do things now because her other children are doing it, because she doesn't even like them in the first place. So yeah, I try to put more of fruits for her, as in bananas and sometimes apples. Those are the ones she can eat for now, while Eva eats everything. So yeah, so then I used to say I'll never give my children junk. Now in my bag you will see sweets, biscuits, every kind of biscuits, juice, this one, that one, because the struggle is real. And sometimes sometimes that my child is crying and I just know that this child does not need anything. No, I know this child does not need anything, but just because I need that peace of mind, I don't want to explode, I'll go and carry sweet and carry lollipop and give her. They will happily walk away. So yeah, I do it now. I'm not so proud of it, but I really don't care. Okay, I remember then. That one I remember. Then I had this family friend that was telling me that their first son was still sharing bed with them. I think the son was about 3 years then when he told me this thing. And in my mind, I was so judgmental. I was like, why should a 3-year-old be sharing bed with parents? Like how? How does that even make sense? why shouldn't they put their child in the child's room? And these people are very, you know, these people are okay, they're doing well, so they can afford to have the most beautiful room for their child. So I was like, why can't they just do that? What kind of, you know, lazy parenting is that? That's what I was thinking in my mind. I never really said it out though. That's what I was just thinking. You guys, Eva still shares bed with us. Cora stays in our room but on her own bed. Eva still stays in our middle. In fact, when Eva wakes up in the night, she will stretch her hand to be sure that I'm there. Like, she will first stretch her hand. When she touches me, she will not sleep. If she stretches her hand and she doesn't touch me, she will move. And she doesn't still touch me, she's going to wake up and look for me. Like, madam, can you come back? Where the hell are you going to? Her bed not even an option for now. I tried keeping her in her bed several times, but she wake up in the night crying for hours, and I just couldn't take it anymore. So now all of us stay here, okay? Don't ask me how we do it, but we do it. Last point I'll say for now is, children do not fix your marriage, right? Like, if you have a terrible marriage, if things are really bad in your marriage, children are not going to fix your marriage, okay? They're even going to amplify some of the issues you already have in your marriage. If you guys have issues with communication, if you guys have issues with letting go, if you guys have issues with sharing of duties, if you guys have issues with taking up responsibilities, if you go and have children in such a situation, it's going to magnify those problems and make it even worse, okay? But if you have a good marriage, children will make your marriage even better. I feel like I fall in love more with my husband because of my kids. When I see the way he takes care of them, I see the way he spends time with them, I see the way they interact with him, I see the way they miss him, the way they love him, the way he loves them. It makes me fall in love with my husband even more. And that's something that I never really expected, you know. I knew that children make people happy, but I didn't know that it would make me like a happier wife. Let me put it that way. Yeah. So anyway, those are just the points that I decided to talk about today. Did you guys learn anything? If you did, please leave a comment down below. I try to reply as many comments as I can. If I don't reply today, I'm replying tomorrow. If I don't reply tomorrow, even if it's 4 months from now, the day I see your comment, I am going to reply. And let's get this discussion popping. Anything you guys have to say, leave it in the comment section below. And please like this video. Like, thumbs up, biko, thumbs up my videos. It really helps. So let me just wait for you to thumbs up. Have you thumbs up? All right, thank you. Thank you. If you're not yet subscribed, why are you doing this to me now? Hey, you don't like my face, don't you like my outfit? Please subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified when I post a new video. Okay, so anyway, thank you guys for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.